I'm just at one of the local ponds. We used to call them the willow ponds. You could fish on here. There's platforms where you can go and fish, and swans, and there's a few different types of ducks on here as well. The swan doesn't look too happy because there's a couple of people walking along. I've come around the back way because you can't really get along the front when the swan being there. But I'm just worried a little bit because I think the swan's going to be nesting around here. I'm hoping the other swan doesn't see us. It'll be in these reeds somewhere. But over here you do get the sedge warblers. There's water hens on the pond. There's some huge carp in the pond as well. Well, this is a public footpath what I'm on, as you can see that. And oh, I can see it down through there in the reeds. You can just see the white. See the white of the swan. It's a bit hard, isn't it? The other swan's over there, on the other side of the pond. I don't want to disturb it. Keep an eye on it at the same time. Because I do know that swans attack. You can see it. You just see the swan there through the reeds. It's sitting on the nest. I'm not sure how the camera's going to focus in because it will be focusing on the branches in the foreground. It'll be automatic. We're going to carry on walking around, see if we can see any smaller birds down there. Or anything else down the other end of this public footpath. This takes you right around the pond. That's the water hens there. I get doing this end and the other swan will probably come flying across the water towards me. Just come to the top of the path on the top of the hill. There's a little robin just sitting up there on the branches. That's a way. It's quite slippy up here today. It's been raining the last few days. The post there, one sign's on. Footpath goes either way. I'm just going to carry on walking down here. I'll turn the camera off for now until I get along the end and look down onto the pond where the path goes. I'm just at the far end of the pond now. I've walked down to the water. I've come off the path at the top there. There's a swing there where young kids play and that down here. This is like a nature reserve in here now compared to what it was. You could fish, but I think they stopped all the fishing. There's a lot of ducks up there and swans. I'm going to walk around that way. I can see a duck over there. I think it's a pair of ducks. I cannot see any young birds on the water at the minute. Most of the females must be sitting on eggs in the reeds and in the bankside. I'm going to walk around that way and have a look, see if I can see it. And get closer to the swan, because when you stand on the bankside over there, the birds come up here. I'm going to have a look. There's a lapwing over there. It's just in that ploughed field over the top there. Just down here I've just seen a moor hen. You can just see it in front of the reeds across the other side of the water there. can hear that woodpecker. It's clear as day over there. It's a green woodpecker. It's got to be sitting on tops of one of them trees. Oh, there's another one. Damn, it's a alarm call. Telling all the other birds I'm doing here. In the next few minutes that swan will be on its way down to chase me. I was going to have a walk around that way, but I'm not sure I'll be able to get out. I'm going to walk back up the way I came in, go around to the front there where the swan and all the other ducks are, and just get a bit close footage of them, because they don't seem to mind people walking in that way. That's the other water hen calling out there. There's a duck. I think it's a mallard in the water next to it. I'm not sure about the duck, I cannot say that it's that far away. There's a few different species of duck on this water. Not sure where that woodpecker is. It's possibly in the field. It sounds really close. Someone's just walked along that road up across there. So I don't think it would have been in the trees on the road, it would have flew away. So it's probably in the field looking for food. Right, I'm going to get away because that swan's coming closer. It'll be in attack mode when it gets over here. I'll go around the other end. I think they're expecting food. People must just come here and feed them all the time. Nice birds when you see them close up. It makes a difference when I'm using this camera, being HD, high definition. A lot of the swans right down the other side of the pond there. It hasn't come across yet. A couple of drake mallards there. And another pair. I did come fishing here one year. There was a log in the water somewhere, and on it was a terrapin. I don't know if that's the same old log, but there was a couple of terrapins in the water. There was one bloke caught one fishing. There's the water hens. In the distance there, it's a bit hard to see when the reflection, but that's the other swan. The water hens just went under. Not sure where it's going to come back on. A bit further away. But just across there, I can just see a white thing in the water, well, in the reeds. Got that duck in the middle of the shot there. Just in the reeds beyond it, you can see the other swan on the nest. I'm pleased it's nesting over there out the way, because its mate gets quite territorial. I've been standing here for about 10 minutes. I was expecting it to come back up. See if I can get a bit of a shot of it as it gets closer. It's on its way. It might take it another 5 minutes. It's coming up slowly. I'm not sure what kind of ducks they are down there, the little black and white ones. I'm just zooming in on them too, because they're quite some distance away and it's hard to make out what they are. I've went a little bit past the 30 zoom, so it loses the high definition once you go past that. The swan's only about 20 metres away from us now. Well, that was a bit further. I'm standing here at the bankside. I'm looking to see if I can see any carp in here. There used to be some huge carp. They would always come to the front to feed. We would always feed them. But here's the swan anyways. It's a nice clean one. They're not normally this clean. A lot of people feed them. I'm just hoping it doesn't go into attack mode. It's only about 5 foot away from me at the minute. It's probably expecting to be fed. It's got a ring on its paw though. Well, on its foot. On its paw. As if it's a dog. It seems quite relaxed, proving itself. Wagging its tail then. I'm beyond the fence, when mesh on the fence. So. I've not been this close to a swan before. Looks like I say they must be expecting to be fed. Now I'm getting quite a bit of footage of all these birds here. And one of the little female ducks there. Nearly lost it already because I was looking in the water at the same time to see if I could see any of the carp, any of the fish, because it was very well stocked. Now, there's quite a few cars coming backwards and forwards along here. I'm just going to call it a day now. I've seen just about everything I want to see on here. One last shot of the swan. It's a nice mature adult. The last ones I seen down at the other pond where I was, it was a bit dirty. It wasn't fully mature. I think they take about 4 years to mature. And they get that brilliant white colour. It's getting late in the day now. Losing light. Not sure what the picture quality is going to be like when it's been as dark. Well, dull. Actually looks like rain. I'll just leave the camera on till I get to the top here. Keep a little bit of footage going. Lots of pairs of ducks on here. One last quick look. Well, that's the end for the day.